Hello, and again, welcome to Bit Depth. I'm Santiago Ramones, and across from me is Jimmy Jackson. What's up, man?
Nothing much, man. Just enjoying the day, I guess.
Yeah. So, for starters, as usual, what do you do?
I guess I do a lot of things, like many. My main, I guess what I identify the most as is a musician, obviously, going to ACM. I'm a drummer, and I mainly view myself as kind of a drummer for hire.
Mm-hmm.
I don't write a lot of music, and what I do, I tend to think is generally pretty bad. And just kind of for my own weird pleasure of like, I am going to write this, or I'm going to, I don't know, do this. But yeah, for the most part, I play drums for other people when they need drummer.
Yeah.
And yeah.
So, first and foremost, you're a drummer.
Yeah, first and foremost, I'm a drummer. I mean, that's definitely not all I do. Like, my job right now is I work for Scott Booker, who is the CEO of ACM and the manager of the Flaming Lips, among other musical groups. And kind of just do like random work for him. I started doing like archival of his CD collection, which sounds really weird, and it kind of is. He has about 30 to 40,000 CDs.
Jeez.
Yep. And so it was my job to put those all onto a server.
Yeah.
And upload them.
You just like stick them in iTunes.
Yeah, pretty much. Like he was like, hey. So like I worked at a pizza place, Nux, down here downtown, which everyone should go to if you haven't been to, because it's amazing.
It's pretty good. Super cheap too.
Super cheap. It's so good. But I worked there, and I was like, man, I cannot work at a restaurant anymore. I'm freaking out. So I just kind of put on Facebook like, hey, looking for some part-time work. And I'd worked with him earlier, like kind of for free, just like helping him out. Like,
yeah.
I was like, man, I want to build connections. I'm at ACM, I might as well.
Exactly.
And so I put it up there, and it kind of was set still for like a couple weeks. And I was like, well, I don't know. I guess I just need to like look around. And I'm like, I was like driving one day, like, I don't know, like going somewhere, and I get a text message, and as I shouldn't, I pulled my phone out and it was like, Scott Booker, are you still looking for work? And I was like, do you know? Like, I was thinking, I was like, I wonder if he needs help or just gonna like needs work. But I was like, no. I was like, do you know of a place? Like, what's up? Like, trying to like play it cool. And he was like, well, I could hire you to kind of help me out with organizing my life or all my things or whatever. And I was like, yes, 100%. It sounds great.
Yeah.
And the best part about it is, like, as a musician, as you know, a lot of times schedules can just be like, I have no idea, like, what's going on ever. And so he was like, you can choose your own hours.
Yeah.
You can, basically do whatever you want. Like, as far as hours go, as long as you are working and hit your hours, you'll be fine. So, yeah.
Cool.
Did that, and I'm still doing that. It's been a little over a year now, and it's great.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Who have you been playing drums for around here?
So the two kind of most notable, I say notable as far as like the ones I play with the most, are a guy named Sage Cross, who is kind of a singer-songwriter, obviously, but also kind of moving a bit towards a more like alternative, I don't know, genres are so weird, right?
Yeah.
Like, okay, so like his biggest influence is Wilco.
Yeah.
So I'll put it that way. Like,
sure.
Is Wilco country? Like, no, but they're not like straight up just rock and roll either.
Yeah.
So he's just like into like kind of like that, right?
Sure.
That weird, like rock and roll songwriter. I don't know.
Yeah.
Genres are so hard. But yeah, so he's doing that, which is awesome. I really enjoy that. We recorded an album, 2 years now. A year ago, maybe? 2 years ago? Recorded 2 years ago, maybe came out a year ago or something. I don't know. It's called Weather Balloon. It's been a interesting experience of recording that album and after recording that album with a lot of different people that I won't really get into because it's a lot of like kind of boring technical and kind of like I've said things about it before to people and it's like I should probably just not, but the people we recorded that album with, the company that or whatever, we're no longer with them. We kind of moved on and we're going to record the next album with someone different and kind of go a different feel. That
Sure.
first album is very much like acoustic driven songwriter pop songs.
Yeah.
Which is a lot of fun and really great and those songs like mean a lot to me. Obviously from someone who played on it and stuff, but like just the words that Sage wrote are like I thought really powerful.
Yeah.
And even through kind of like this crazy experience that has happened since, still really powerful songs and cool. But yeah, that's Weather Balloon. I'll plug it if anyone wants to go check it out. It's on Spotify and iTunes. Sage Cross with an I, Saige. And then the next guy, the second guy, his name is Grant Adams. Weirdly enough, both of them are in our class that we just finished up today. But yeah, and so he is kind of a little bit more country pop,
Sure.
Songwriter stuff. Not necessarily Florida Georgia Line, like really bad. Like, sorry to any Florida Georgia Line fans out there, but I'm not a fan. But like really good songwriting again, and I didn't play on his record, but I play with him live, and we do that, and then we also do a lot of like church worship youth events. So like D-Nows, like or weekend retreats type things. Sure. Like, hey, we're going to Stillwater and playing this church for like this weekend or what, whatever. Cause, so stuff like that. And
you also played with Dr. Pants that one time.
Yeah. No, I played with Dr. Pants. I totally spaced on that. I play percussion for Dr. Pants. He has moved now to a acoustic setting. Cool. And that's kind of how he got me on. He was like, hey, like, do you want to be a percussionist? Like, it's not full drum set, but, you know, I have some congas and some shakers and tambourines or whatever. Yeah. And then, we happened to do, are you talking about the show at the lab? Yeah. Yeah, we happened to do, like, a full band show, like, which was so great because...
That was a good show.
I love playing percussion, like, congas and all the weird... Like, I love, like, oh, this is, like, a weird thing that no one has. I should use that as an instrument. But yeah, like getting to do a full band show with Dr. Pants, with David Broyles, and it was a really fun experience. Just like, I don't know, like when I first came to ACM, it was like, oh, like the Flaming Lips like helped start the school. Yeah. But then it was also like, okay, like Nicolet's in color music school. And then it was like, oh, and David Broyles is in Dr. Pants, and I really like Dr. Pants' music. Yeah. So like kind of starting going like, oh, they're really cool, and then like getting to play with them was like, wow, this is like a big deal to me, kind of a little bit. Like, this is awesome.
What are some of like your biggest influences as far as like your drumming goes?
Yeah, so my favorite drummer of all time, hands down, without a doubt, is John Bonham from Led Zeppelin. He hits the drums like a man should hit the drums. He hits the drums hard, and I like that a lot. And that's like. The first time I heard Led Zeppelin was the first time I was like, I'm gonna be a drummer. Like, that's it for me. Like, that's gonna happen. But man, like, so many drummers have influenced me. Kind of in the same vein as like John Bonham, like Dave Grohl has worked with Nirvana, obviously, like, hugely influential.
Yeah.
Because he's basically like John Bonham of the 90s, I guess. Stephen Droz from the Flaming Lips, like, he hits the drums really hard, and he's great. And I don't just like drummers who hit hard, but those three, like, especially were like, man, like, you can still be very musical and hit very hard.
Yeah.
Right? Like, you can still do that. Another one of my favorite drummers, though, is definitely Ringo Starr. I mean, people give him so much crap. Like, oh, he, wasn't a real Beatle, or, what? I'm like, but he was. Like, people don't realize, like, just because he didn't write all of those great songs doesn't mean he wasn't highly, like,
key member of the
he was
Beatles.
a key member. He was in the Beatles. Like, that's amazing. But yeah, like, Ringo Starr, like, the thing that I learned from him listening to the Beatles records is how to play to a song.
Yeah.
Because, like, if you can play, like, mad chops and you're just, like, going crazy and it's like, that's awesome. Like, great. Like, I have little to no interest in that. Yeah. I just want to play to a song and make the song sound great.
Exactly.
Because at the end of the day, people listen to the song and not the drums.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I mean, unless you're a crazy person like me and you're like, I need to look up all these drum solos or whatever. Like, but, like, most mass market consumers aren't like, oh, that drum part is, like, really, like, intricate, and I see what he's doing there with, like...
Yeah.
Like, they're very much, like... like, listening to the song. Yeah. And so that's kind of how I always approached it, was, I want to play to the song, I want to put my own, like, style, my own spin in what I'm doing, but not ever take away from either, like, the lyrics or the feel or whatever of the song. Like,
How did you get started playing drums?
Well, like I said, I heard Led Zeppelin, and I went, I really want to do that. And then, I guess I kept asking my mom for a drum set or something. And
how old were you?
I was I guess probably like 9 or 10.
Yeah.
And like I remember in 4th or 5th grade, maybe like the summer in between those, my parents bought me like a toy drum set.
Yeah.
Or maybe it was like someone down the street had like one in their attic, and like they got that, or somehow I got this little toy drum set, and it was, obviously just a hunk of junk. Like,
well, yeah.
But I mean, I just would play it and play it and play it, and then.
I mean, you remember how, like, Dave Grohl learned how to play drums? Like...
Yeah, like, it totally, like... So, I played that, and then in 5th grade... Yeah, I guess it would have been 4th grade, because in 5th grade, I was living in Kansas at the time, and it was a thing of you could take percussion in school in 5th grade.
Yeah.
So I tried out and I made it.
Yeah.
And in the summer before 5th grade, my parents were like, oh, hey, by the way, we're moving to Oklahoma. And I was like, no! Like, all my friends are here. And I was like, no. But, like, moved here, and they didn't have anything in 5th grade. But in 6th grade, you could try out for band. So I tried out and made it. And I did that. And, like, in 6th grade as well, I bought a drum set off of eBay. A Fender Starcaster. Had no clue that Fender made drum sets. They only made them for a short period of time, I guess, as far as I understand. Could be wrong on that, but yeah, I bought that, and it came, little to my knowledge, I was like, it'll come set up. Came in all these pieces, and I was like, little to no instructions, and I was trying to figure out how to put it all together, which just did not end well.
Yeah.
I didn't know how to tune drums, so what I did was I just cranked the heads up as high as they could go, and then I got pliers, and cranked them even more, to where it was like, that's not how you're supposed to do that at all. Yeah, like, pretty much. It was really bad. And then ended up 7th grade taking drum lessons and doing that. And then started playing in like, church, right? I feel like that's where a lot of people around here at least get their start.
Yeah.
Is, like, playing in church bands. And... yeah, so I just did that for a while. Pretty much until, I got to ACM. I played in a church band every week, all through high school, pretty much. Played played in my garage or whatever, but never played in a band because no one in Lawton really wanted to make music, at least that I knew and that hung out with me. You know.
Did you stay in band?
Yeah.
In, like, through middle school and high school?
Yeah, all through middle school and high school. Was on the drum line, marched.
What'd you march?
What?
What'd you march?
I marched bass drum.
Cool.
Yeah, and I was...
Which one?
Usually the biggest.
Nice.
Because I was always the tallest. And they were like, here you go. I was like, oh, I'm going to die. No, it was fun. I had a lot of fantastic times on drumline and in band. I don't think I would ever go back to doing that or would ever want to be a part of like a marching corps or anything.
Yeah.
Like, I'm so glad I did it, and it taught me a lot musically.
Exactly.
But after, 3 years
Temporary
in middle
music.
school and 4 years in high school, I was like, I am completely done with this.
Yeah.
Like, it's been fun, farewell. Like, you know what I mean? Like, one of those things. But yeah, like, just kind of went on from there. And now, and then, like, came to ACN and had some friends who had a band, and they were like, well, we have a drummer, but we need a bass player. And I was like, well, I guess I'm playing bass. Like, I played a little bit of bass, but, like, so then I became the bass player, and then, like, just
some
kind of
guitar and
and then just kind of a smattering
learn
of
to do a little
things,
bit of everything.
and then eventually like got into a thing where it was like, oh, I need a drummer, and I was like, yes. And so I got to be a drummer, and then kind of from there started playing drums more and more and more and more.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like people always need a drummer or a bassist. Like,
Totally right.
Like everyone plays guitar, everyone sings.
Yeah,
It's like
that. It's crazy.
Who wants to play the drums? That's hard.
Yeah, I will
and
say
who wants to play the bass? No one wants to do
exactly.
that.
I will say I had a band in middle school.
Mm.
Me and my friend Caleb Myers. If you're listening, Caleb, I'm sorry for telling the story because it's so bad. But no, me and my friend Caleb Myers and we had a friend Jake Smith. And we had a band, and I don't even remember like. We were a Christian screamo metal band, and I'm not that kind of drummer. I'm not really a fan of that music that much. But I feel like our name was like there's a band, and I can't remember if they're called Fork or Torque. But one of them is To Our Risen King and For Our Risen King, and we were one of those. I can't remember which one we were. And then we went through that, and then we went to the name 3 Days Blind, which. It's like a mixture of 3 Days Grace and Third Eye Blind, I guess. I don't know. I don't know, man. We had one song. We rehearsed maybe twice, and so that was the only other band I'd done. Besides,
I did that too. I was in a screamo band in middle school. I played bass.
Oh yeah, right. You're
just
like,
bad. But. So I mean, have you always kind of wanted to stay in, like playing for the song rather than playing, like, oh man, look at how awesome my skills are.
Absolutely. I've always, first of all, I'm just not talented enough to play like crazy, like these crazy rhythms. I mean, I think I'm a fairly alright drummer, but yeah, I've always just wanted to play for the song, and like if I happen to do something cool in that song in a fill or like whatever, but like my favorite drum, like things in drums are like when there's like a beat that is like very simple, but like you're like, yeah, I feel that. Like, what's up? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're like I mean, that's why I love hip hop so much, right?
Yeah.
Like, there's so much that's just like, oh my gosh, this is so good, and it's like a very simplistic drum beat.
Yeah.
But it's so good, and like it makes you want to dance. And
yeah.
Like, listen, I just want to make people dance. Like, I just want to make people move or whatever. And if I can do that, like, I'll be happy.
Sort of quick tangent, but like, how do you feel about, the trend towards like drum machines instead of real drummers?
Okay, so it depends, right? Growing up, I was very like, rock and roll is the only genre. This is the only thing that's right. Real drummers are the only way to do it. But blah 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 blah. I've definitely expanded my horizons since then. I listen to everything, and that's not like I listen to everything, and then like you're like, do you listen to this? Well, no, and like I genuinely believe I listen to pretty much everything. I love all styles of music.
Yeah.
From country to pop to hip hop to R&B to rock and roll to classical to I like opera sometimes. I'm like I'm gonna listen to this like sick opera or whatever. Like, you know what I mean? Like there's just like all kinds of stuff. And like granted there are things that I don't like, obviously, but I like to give everything a fair shot.
Yeah.
And in some genres, I feel like drum machines are great. I think there's really interesting things you can do with a drum machine. Yeah. Like, I forget if it was... Man, I could be totally just speaking... Is that a transistor phone case?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, that's super tangent, but that's awesome. Yeah. I still haven't played that. But anyway, yeah, so I
Drum machine.
Yes, drum machine. God, sorry, I'm so bad. I feel like in some certain genres it's good. I feel like I may be totally wrong on this, but I feel like the Smashing Pumpkins started out with like Billy Corgan and a drum machine or something.
I'm not sure.
I could be totally 100% wrong on that, but there's some band that's like started with a drum machine, like the Pumpkins or something, and like I think that has really cool applications, right? Yeah. I've always thought Phil Collins' use of drum machines were fantastic. Listen, there's a drum machine on Most of In the Air Tonight, and that is like considered like a drum icon because of that Phil and a huge drum song, but I think it can be used very effectively. Yeah. I don't think you can use one to replace a real drummer. Yeah. I just don't like, and I think now most people don't do that. But I really don't think that is available. It's kind of like, have you ever heard an electronic drum set that sounded as good as real drums? No, because they don't exist. But they have their applications. So, I don't know. It's just one of those things where I'm torn because, like, as a real drummer, I'm like...
I need that job.
I need jobs. Like, hire me to play. But, yeah.
Okay, and then so what is your, like, goal to, getting out of ACM?
Yeah, so I came to ACM basically to network. That was my big thing, was like, I'm going to come, I'm going to network, I'm going to meet people, and that's totally what I've done, which has been great. I've also gotten a lot better as a drummer, thankfully, that that happened. Most of it, though, was networking and meeting people to play with, which is totally what happened. I guess if I have like an overall career goal, it's to be... I mean, basically, it's to be in the music industry, right? Like, it's to be in any aspect of the music industry that I can. Yeah. I'm very passionate about music. It's my favorite thing in life. And so, whether me being in the music industry means like, hey, I have a job where I'm making like good money playing drums, being on tour, or it's like, hey, you're working for this company that does this thing with music or whatever. Like, I don't really care. Ultimately, the dream is like to play drums, right? Sure. To just like make my living playing drums, but of course, I don't know how realistic that necessarily is, as far as like long term or like with one artist or anything like that. So I try to be as good as I can on lots of different things. Yeah. So I can do other things and then still play drums.
Would you rather have like your own project, or do you just want someone else to be leading so you can play drums for?
Yeah, it depends, I guess. I really like playing drums for other people's music. I also like putting my own creative vision, though, in their work. Like, the thing we do with Sage that I really like is, and we've just only very recently started doing this, is when we get together and he sends us a song, it's a very bare-bones demo, right? It's like, this is the song, here are the chords, and this. But when we get to rehearsal, it's like, okay, well, what do we want to play on this? Yeah. Well, I was thinking something like this, and then Sage is like, no, like, maybe we should do like this. I'm like, okay, well, what if we, we just try these different ideas, or we do, I really like the way you do this, but I think we should cut out here and then do the tempo change here, or whatever. You know what I mean?
You're not just a machine for drumming.
It's very much not like I show up to the session and they give me a drum chart and I play it down or whatever.
Yeah.
I like being a part of that creative process.
Yeah.
And so in a way, like Sage, like when I play with Sage Cross, we go by the name Sage Cross, which is him. He's the artist. But like it gets my creative fill out or my creativity out, and I get my creative fill by like helping with like either arranging or like, hey, we should do this, or we should play this, or we should do it like this. And it's nice when you have someone who's like open minded to that and not like, no, this is my song and like some people are like, well, okay, man.
Yeah.
Like being able to play with somebody else's songs, because I'm never gonna write a song that's as good as Sage, because that's what he does is songwrite.
Sure.
Right? And so I'm just never gonna write a song as good as him because one, I'm not that talented at songwriting, and two, like I don't want to necessarily.
Sure.
So very much just like you write the song, but like let's talk about how it's actually going to work.
Exactly.
Right? And I like that.
Yeah.
It makes me feel like it's my project as well as his project, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
But as far as like a project of like, hey, like you're the ultimate leader and you're writing all the songs, like I don't know if I could do that, man. That's terrifying.
And I mean, like you have your own songs, but like, do you think that'll ever come out in somewhere? Is that just going to be like just your own personal?
I don't know, man. I have my own songs that I've like written for songwriting class.
Sure.
And just like random chord progressions or pieces of work that I've worked on by myself. But like, at least right now, like I have no plans to do anything. Like, there's a while where I was like, I'm just gonna like write a psychedelic rock record and do that, and then like just never ended up doing that. It's still in my mind, but like just with everything else, like I mean, someday maybe, right? Like I'm never gonna say never, but like as of now, like, I get most of my music and creative fill from playing with other people, which is I love, you know.
Yeah, and that is sort of just like taking the role of a drummer, is that, you know, we don't have, at least not commonly, like bands led by a drummer.
Yeah, right? Like unless you're like, I don't know. Crap, I don't know. I mean, like Taylor Hawkins leads Chevy Metal, but like that's just a cover band that he does. Yeah, I can't even think of anything off the top of my head. I mean, like jazz, like Art Blakey led his own quintet or quartet or whatever. But yeah, I mean, it's just I'm perfectly content with being the drummer, right?
Yeah.
Like being the drum, like he plays the drums, and you know, whatever. But yeah.
And just for like the sake of asking, like, what is the weirdest like genre that you'd be willing to play drums for?
Anything, literally. Like I'm so into everything. I mean, doesn't mean I'm the best at everything. Like I'm really bad at playing jazz, but like I would totally love if someone was like, "Hey, we have this like jazz project," and I'm like, let's do it. Like, like, let me challenge myself and actually like sit down and learn and like push myself to do things like that. But yeah, I would play. I mean, I've played like country gigs, and I don't mean like country I mean like the band Perry covers and stuff like that, which I do not like that style of country. Like I just don't. It's great. It's very well produced. It has a place in life. I don't like it. But I've played gigs where it's that. You know, and so I am willing to play whatever, pretty much. Like, I don't know, like, I you know, I don't know. I can't think of a genre that I wouldn't want to play, like, you know.
You mentioned that you've been playing a whole lot, at least when you were growing up, like, in Christian bands. Yeah. So it's me bridging into
absolutely.
what you believe.
Yeah, so my beliefs are, I'm a Christian. I got no problem saying that.
Yeah.
I'm not, I guess. Okay, so are you a Christian?
No.
No. Okay. So I'm not a. Let's see how I put this. So a lot of people view Christians as people who have similar views to, like, let's say Westboro Baptist,
Sure.
right? And I think that is absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah.
I, for 1 second, do not believe anything that they say. I like my beliefs as are Jesus Christ came to earth. He was God's son. He was God. He was divine, and then he died on a cross. And because of that, if we believe in him and accept him as our one and only Savior, then we will have eternal life in heaven. Right? That's kind of like Christianity in a nutshell.
Yeah.
So ultimately, I believe if you believe that, if you honest to goodness believe that and accept him and kind of, I guess, hit that main point, like everything else is kind of a non-starter, I guess you could say. I think that there are certain, I think you should, as a Christian, you should try to live as the example as Jesus put on earth, right? That being said, I don't think for 1 second that non-Christians can't be good people.
Sure.
I don't think for a second that Christians can't be terrible people, because I've seen that time and time again. And that is the biggest thing that bums me out, is when you say that you're a Christian, and then you are unwilling to...
You're good,
man. When you are unwilling to accept someone because of their, I don't know, their sexuality, or if they're a transgender person, or even to the point of if they're a different race, a different color as you.
Yeah.
Like, I am wholeheartedly not for that. Like, that is not Christianity at that point. That is a bastardization of Christianity.
Yeah.
That is taking something that is great and based off of love and making it about hate, which is the total opposite thing of what it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Like, I saw a meme, which I'm sure you know a lot about memes, as we're friends on Facebook. But no, I saw a meme. It was like it basically was making a joke about, like, I forget exactly what it was, but it was like, and then Jesus said, only help the ones who could prove something or another, right? Like, which is totally not what Jesus taught at all. Like, I don't know if you've ever read the Bible, if you know anything about it.
I was raised Catholic.
Okay, so yeah, absolutely. So like Jesus' teachings were based on love.
Exactly.
And so at the end of the day, all I want to do is love people, man. Hey, if I believe that, that... Okay, it's kind of getting dicey.
Go for it.
I struggle a lot with gay marriage, right? Because in the Bible, it very clearly states that marriage is between a man and a woman. But I, not for 1 second, think that gay marriage should be illegal. I don't believe that they should be oppressed like that. That's an oppression. You're taking away something from those people. And that's not cool, man. Like, don't be that guy.
Yeah.
Same thing, and so, I am 150% for gay marriage, right?
Yeah.
Even though my quote-unquote religion says that this is not what marriage is. At the end of the day, that's not really what I think matters for the debate that it is having. The debate that is, being done is, gay people shouldn't be married because my religion says that marriage should be between a man and a woman, right? That's, kind of the debate. Well, but constitutionally, gay people should be married. So, that's unlawful for you to, especially now that it is legal. But I mean, I just think using a religion or using your beliefs as a reason why people shouldn't be married isn't cool, really.
Yeah.
Because what is the separation of church and state then?
Yeah.
That's a whole... Listen, we're getting into whole other crazy arguments or whatever that people could have, and I still struggle with what do I believe? And I know what I believe, but it's what I believe right now, and that could change very easily. But yeah, man, it's just this weird I hate it. I hate that it's a bummer that Christians get a bad rap for being judgmental, for being hateful, because it's like all the Christians I hang out with, we're all like nice people. I would say I'm a nice person. Generally, I don't hate people. I don't like. Listen, I'll still go shop at Target. Like, it's not the end of the world. Like, if you're really that upset about the whole Target bathroom thing, don't use the bathroom at Target. Like, it's that simple, I think. Like, just hold it till you get home, or go next door to, like, Office Depot or whatever is next door. Like, but when, like I said, when Christians take that and they go, this is this, like videos of pastors going, this is the stupidest thing, that Target's allowing transgender people to use whatever bathroom they feel comfortable with, or what, I don't even know. Like, it just annoys me to all get out, because at the end of the day, it's all about love, man. Like the necklace says, love. Like, right? Like, and why can't people get that? Like, why can't people see that? Like, especially quote-unquote Christians.
Exactly.
Because I think that's what kills it, and that's why people don't want to be a part of a religion, or don't want to, like, I think that people see, like, well, they're all hateful and mean. But that's not really the case if you dig in a little deeper. Yeah. But it's that surface level of, it's kind of like, I don't know, like, there has to be some sort of, like, common good or common factor for someone to be friends with somebody. So if that isn't immediately found, it can get really weird and, like, really like, well, I don't hang out with you because we don't have anything in common. Even though maybe you do have something in common, it's a little bit deeper. But yeah, I don't know. But
yeah. But I mean, so, like, how strict do you go, at least for your own life?
Yeah. For strict as in?
Following the Bible.
Yeah, so, I mean, I try very, very hard to follow, whatever. Like, if you want, Ten Commandments or Jesus' teachings or whatever. Yeah. I try very hard. That being said, nobody's perfect. Sure. Right? And I think that's ultimately where it comes down to is that there's grace in the Christian religion. And forgiveness. So when you do mess up, you are forgiven. One of the most beautiful things that I have heard about Christianity was there's a quote that was saying, like, if you look at all of the world's religions that have a deity, right, that have a God, if you look at each one of those, Christianity has a kind of standout characteristic as the others. A lot of religions are about you getting closer to God, you becoming closer to God, becoming, finding God or whatever. And then Christianity is the only world religion where God is here and you have to open up to Him, right? He's already here interacting. I think that's kind of cool. I don't know. I just think that's kind of a cool way to look at it. And I don't know. It's kind of a tough thing, because do you take, like I said, it's all kind of a non-starter after you believe the main point. I think, like, okay, so you take the timeless one that I feel is like, God created the world in 7 days. Sure. Right? That's creationism. That's in the Bible. It's in Genesis. But what is 7 days? Is it 7 24-hour periods? Or is it who the heck knows how long? Because what is time to an all-powerful God? Yeah. Well, some people believe it is a week, a literal week, right? And that the Earth is 10,000 years old and whatever. And I don't necessarily believe that. Yeah. I think that the Earth's been around for a heck of a lot longer than that. And who's to say that God did not... His days were a little bit longer than ours, you know what I mean? I mean, that's the same thing for, like, the Big Bang Theory. Like, there's evidence that the Big Bang Theory happened. Now, do I think the Big Bang Theory just happened out of nowhere? No, personally, I believe that that is what God probably used to create the Earth. but it's still scientific and it still exists.
Exactly.
So it's like there's this kind of weird stigma of like you can either be religious or scientific, but I don't think that's it at all. And I think those go very, very hand in hand.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know, man. It's a weird thing. It's religion is weird, and like I'm very accepting of other people's religions, and I never for a moment will like be like, well, you're an atheist or you're agnostic or you're Buddhist or Hindu or Islam or whatever you are. Like, I will not be like, well, you're wrong. Like, I'm not going to tell you that, like, because that's not. First of all, it's not productive for anybody. That's just like, and second of all, like, I'm just that's just not me. Like, I'm just not gonna. Like, you have to believe what you have to believe, and that's great. As long as you're not trying to force your beliefs down my throat,
sure.
I'm not going to try to force my beliefs down your throat.
Yeah.
And we're going to live happily ever after. You know what I mean? Like, and I feel like a lot of Christians don't approach it that way. Mm-hmm. And approach it in a kind of more aggressive way. Yeah. Which, again, I think is what turns people off to it. And it bums me out, man. And I will not for one second say that I'm like an expert on Christianity or the Bible or anything like that. It's what I believe, and whatever. Let people believe what they want to believe. It's all about love, man.
Yeah. What would you want the world to embrace, I guess?
In general, or?
Sure.
Yeah, I guess, again, love. It breaks my heart when I see these like news stories, right, of terrible things that happen in the world, and I think terrible things have been happening in this world since there was the first creature, probably, right? Like the first, before humans even. I'm sure they're like, I don't know, that bacteria killed this bacteria for no reason or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, I just think that there's always been terrible things, but like. That doesn't mean we can't. It doesn't mean we have to like accept that.
Is there? Is world peace possible?
See, I don't know, man. I would like to think so, but is it actually ever going to happen? I don't know. My goodness, how longer is the human race going to be on this earth? Like. If you tell me, 50 years, I'll believe you because, who knows what's going to happen. I think once... I don't know. It's kind of crazy, but... I think that it is very... I think world peace is very plausible.
Sure.
I think it's very possible for it to happen. It could happen, and it would take a lot of work, but I think it could happen. But will it happen? Man, that's hard because...
do you want it to happen?
Oh, absolutely I want it to happen. I don't want there to be any more fighting. I don't want there to be any more violence or, even sadness or whatever, right? Like, I just want everybody to be happy in their own little world or whatever. But, I think my thing is, I think when you think about world peace, right? It's this huge, uncontrollable... you can't... Where do you even start, right? Where do you even start? But when you think of, peace in your world, right? That's a little bit more achievable.
Sure.
So I do all I can every day in all the interactions I have to make peace with people, right? To show people that I love them and that... I'm not some, crazy, hippy-dippy, hey, man, love you. But, really, I try to, be kind to people, show them that I love them, let them know I appreciate them for what they do in my life or whatever, whether that's friends or people, being nice to a person who works at McDonald's. God, that can go so far. And people don't realize how much that would mean if you're just hey man, I hope you have a great day. Genuinely hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. You work at Sprouts. I'm sure you've dealt with people who are less than happy, and it happens. Yeah. But genuinely try to make an effort to make a difference in your own life by kind of being nice and loving others, I think is how world peace is going to have to happen.
Sure.
Because if everyone's doing that, well then, everyone is being accepting and being like, you know. But I don't know.
How can you use your music to sort of spread that?
Yeah. Well, one way is that most of the things I play on are very positive. Not necessarily like inspirational or Christian or
Sure.
whatever, but I try to make most everything like, and most people I play with like positive people, and the way they write or the way they act, and like mainly like if I'm playing a gig, like I want the people in the audience, right, to have a good time.
Yeah.
Like and no, it's not necessarily like this profound thing of like oh my god, I realized like love is the answer. Like I don't want people to like necessarily like, but like I want them to be like, wow, I had a fantastic time at this show. Like this band is great. They make great music. I had a great time. Like right, like you know, like if I can help in any way of doing that,
sure.
Then it's a positive, right?
Yeah.
Like it is something that's like I'm trying to just like, hey, I'm happy, I'm excited about playing. I hope you guys are excited about like hanging out with us as I am. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah. How has your drumming had a positive impact on your life?
Man, well, one, I'm not good at anything else, so so it's kind of nice to have something that I think I'm pretty decent at, and then I guess like just the interactions it's had, right? I've had with people. I mean, if I didn't play the drums, I would not have met my girlfriend. I was playing with a band, and we were playing this like kind of charity gig, and at the Blue Door. I don't know if you've ever been to the Blue Door. It's a great little venue here in Oklahoma City.
I'm 20. I can't drink, so.
Oh, okay. I don't think it's 21 and up. I think the Blue Note is 21 and up. The Blue Door, but yeah. There's the blues. But yeah, I wouldn't have met her, and I mean, she's been such a huge blessing to my life, like in several ways. You know, where it's like, oh my God, there's someone who can actually stand me for more than like an hour or whatever. No, but I mean, it's been nice to like I got to meet her, and I've got to I've made some of my closest friends because of playing music and just music in general. I mean, like, as much as I love playing music, I love listening to music just as much. Sure. I mean, I have, we can get into it more on the second half of this thing, but I have over 1,000 records. Yeah. I have a huge CD collection and, like, cassette tapes and, reel-to-reel, like, stupid stuff that's like, why did I buy that? That's so dumb. But yeah, I think mainly it's through like just the interactions I have with people, right? Like I think music's a very common language. Speaking it, right? Like talking about music is very common, but music itself, I don't have to know Spanish to know that. Like when I flip to a Spanish radio station, I'm like, man, that is like sick music, right? Yeah. I don't have to understand a word you're saying.
That tuba's playing 16 notes, man.
Right, man? Like it's so sick. Or like I don't have to to listen to like crazy like throat singing from Mongolia or something. Like I don't have to like know what he's saying or singing about, or even know about the part of the world that he comes from to know like that's crazy awesome. Like you know what I mean? Or like any sort of like kind of indigenous music or music that's not American 12 note scale based on the blues or whatever music. Like it's nice that I can hear like in a traditional Indian orchestra or something and go like, that's cool. I don't have to like know what the technical thing about it is. So having like a universal language through music is cool. Just because it allows conversations to be had, I think, on like a higher scale than like
pun intended.
Yes, no, but yes. But really though, like instead of like me going like, oh, what's up? What are you doing? Nothing. What are you doing? Nothing. Like it's like even though this person in India or whatever is making this music, and doesn't necessarily know that I'm listening to it right now,
Mm-hmm.
like I feel connected with that person through their music.
Yeah.
You know, and that's beautiful. Man. That's awesome. Like,
yeah. How do you see that taking? I guess like how do you approach this like universal language and live it out in your life? Also with your Christianity.
Yeah, I don't know, man. That's a really tough question. You're asking these hard hitting questions, man. I'm like sweating over here. No, it's I don't necessarily know. It's a really hard thing. I think that the ultimate bummer in most Christian music is that it's terrible. If you grew up Catholic, then you know hymns are fantastic. Like, very well written, most of them, and can be very beautifully done. Modern Christian music, a lot of the times, is horrendous. Like, oh, this is so badly written and just, like, so basic. And how many songs are called How Great Is Our God? Like, my goodness, probably like a million.
Yeah.
I mean, it's and playing in churches for a long time, you play the breadth of, like, terrible, like, I'm going to go to sleep now playing this song. But there's some good stuff out there, too. But I would like to think that more so than making quote-unquote Christian music or worship music or whatever, I would like to make Christian, or I say Christian, I have like a really kind of a problem with organized religion.
Sure.
Even though I am a Christian.
Yeah.
It's kind of a whole other thing, but like I'm just gonna go into it real quick. But like, I think that like churches who get tax breaks, that's kind of messed up.
Yeah.
Whereas a lot of Christians wouldn't necessarily think that, but like, it's for me, it's more of a like relationship, right, with a God, and it's important to sit and have those discussions every week with a church. But in the it says like where 2 or more of my followers are gathered, it's church. So it's like I get way more than sitting with my friends and talking about like things in the Bible than like sitting through a church service that I want to fall asleep in Sunday morning. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. But so I have some like really real problems with that style of Christianity.
Yeah.
I put that in air quotes that you couldn't see on the podcast because it's audio. But like really though, and that's kind of like a weird. It's a little bit of a weird like view on it, I guess. So when I say like Christian inspired music, I don't necessarily mean like this like crazy like open your ass to the Lord or whatever. Like,
sure.
I mean like taking the beliefs of love and loving your neighbor and loving yourself and kind of what Jesus taught in the Bible, and using those to influence my music in a positive way, or at least use those attributes to, if someone sees me and has a conversation with me, they don't think I'm a terrible person.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's ultimately where I think it comes down for me, is I'm never going to be the guy who's going to be on the side of the road with the Bible telling you you're all going to go to hell.
Yeah.
But, like, let's hang out. Let's be friends. And then if you have questions about my religion, I'm more than happy to talk to you about it.
Yeah.
Again, I'm not going to shove it down your throat at all. Like, that's not what I'm here to do. And so it's kind of this weird thing of, I want to make Christian influenced music, but I don't necessarily mean like this like Switchfoot inspirational music thing. I mean like, if I want to make music that's sad and depressing, I'm definitely going to do that, right?
Sure.
I'm definitely going to be a part of something like that and make music like that. But also, I'm going to approach it in a way that is that if someone sees me play that music, or if someone is a fan of my music and then sees me or gets to talk to me or whatever, I don't know.
Yeah.
They're going to go, okay, that he's a really nice person. He's very positive. He's a good guy.
Yeah.
Right? And that's kind of more what I'm talking to. Not necessarily like, I don't want to shove any religion down.
Exactly.
You know, I'm not a Bible thumper or anything like that, and that's a bummer to me.
Yeah.
So I just want to, I guess at the end of the day, I just want to be a good person.
Yeah.
Right? And I just want people to see like, oh, he's a good person, and I'm a good person because of my beliefs. Mm-hmm. And you can have those same exact beliefs without the Jesus or the God part. Yeah. Absolutely. 100%. Like, I'm, you know, and so it's kind of a way, that's kind of the way I approach it. But, like, some of my favorite music, like, my favorite metal band is Ghost. Mm-hmm. Do you know Ghost?
Yeah.
Like, they're so great. Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, they're so cool. But, like, they're terrifying. But I love them because they're terrifying. But, like, I guarantee you showed that band to, like, my parents.
Oh, yeah.
Like, listen, my parents are very understanding and accepting, like, of everything. And I'm really blessed to have that. But, like, yeah. Or even, like, okay, if you show that band to my grandparents, they'd be like, that's straight from the devil. Like, legitimately.
Legitimately.
I know. Yes. But, like, it's so good, though.
It's cool music.
And I don't, like, I don't ever get, like, super judgy about it or, like, well, that's not really what I believe, you know? And so it's, I don't know.
You appreciate it for it?
Exactly. Like, I think that's, man, if more people could just appreciate things for what they are and not be bumming me out about everything, you know, or whatever. But
last difficult question.
Yes.
What advice do you have for people?
Oh, man.
At least based on your experiences.
Yeah.
Based on what you've gotten from it.
I think I kind of try to live life two different ways. One, don't be a terrible person.
Yeah.
Like, just be nice to people and love people, and, like, most of the time that will be reciprocated. Yeah. Most of the time, not all the time, by any means. There are people out there who just want to make your day bad. And they're going to do so any way possible. But also, don't let those people get under your skin. Mm-hmm. Because I think ultimately that's a choice as well. Like, you can choose to, like, not accept those people, not accept those people, but not accept what they're saying about you. Yeah. And you go, well, you're wrong. I don't feel bad about myself right now. So goodbye. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's a skill and you have to work on it, but you can do that. Also, I think one of my biggest things in life is just communicate with people. Literally every problem I think in this world. I mean every problem. Name a problem, I'll tell you this. I think can be solved with open communication.
Sure.
When I was growing up, this is the biggest lesson I learned from, like, growing up in my house, right? Mm-hmm. My mom told me, if you talk with me, I won't ever be mad, right? I won't ever, like, which, you know, I don't know if necessarily was completely true. I was a fairly good kid, but, like, having that line of open communication. Mm-hmm. For instance, in my relationship with my girlfriend, we barely fight. Mm-hmm. Because, one, we both are like, well, whatever. But, like, two, if there's a problem, it's like, hey, I have a problem with this. Or, I don't really like it when you do this. And it's not, like, nitpicky stuff, but, like, yeah. Like, it makes me, like, I get, like, it makes me feel bad when you say this or you joke about this or this. Sure. And most of the time that's received with, oh, my God, I didn't even realize that was a big deal. I'm so sorry. Like, I'll stop. Mm-hmm. Like, most of the time that's how those conversations end. Instead of getting mad about, like, I don't know, like, well, he was joking about this, so, like, maybe he really doesn't like me, or, like, he doesn't think that I'm I don't know. Like, he doesn't think I'm as smart as him. Like, if you go, like, hey, I had a problem when you said this. Do you think that I'm, like, stupid or something? Like, not in, like, a mean way, but in a genuine way of, like, approaching it with conversation. God, like, so many problems. So, like, we just don't fight, really, because we just talk things through. And then usually it's like, oh, okay, that's where you're coming from. I'm so sorry. I had no idea. Yeah. How easy is that? Like, so, yeah, I guess just, if you have a problem, just talk about it. Yeah. That's my biggest thing, man. Like, just talk through it, because it can really, you can really solve a lot of the world's problems that way. Your world's problems that way, right? Yeah. Like, cool.
Jimmy Jackson, thank you.
Absolutely.
I love everything that you do.
Well, thank you.
Plug your stuff.
Yeah, so Sage Cross, Saige. He's on iTunes and Spotify. There's an album out called Weather Balloon. Another album coming someday. Don't know when. Someday. He also has an EP that was before that's just him and acoustic guitar, and it's very beautiful. He's a great guy. You should definitely listen to his music. It's really fun. Really nice, like summer, kind of like fall, like hot. Yeah. Roll the windows down, bump it up, man. Grant Adams. His EP is coming out in like a month. I did not play on it again, but it is still very good. I've gotten to listen to it a few times now, and it is fantastic. Also, Dr. Pants. Dr. Pants has a variety of albums.
Oh, yeah.
Ranging from, like, I don't know, like his first album, I think under Dr. Pants was like 1999 or 2000. So he's had a ton of stuff, and he's great. Yeah, also...
you have a Twitter?
Yeah, my Twitter is at Sweet Jimmy Barbecue, BBQ. It's a huge inside joke, but yeah. And then I guess very quickly going to say that you should also follow my girlfriend on, like, she's Kaylee Gosdin, Kalie, Gosdin, Gosdin. She does photography, and she's wonderful at it. And so if you ever need pictures done, she's the girl to call, or one of them. But no, yeah. So that's kind of, yeah. I don't have any projects of my own, so those are other people's projects that you should check out.
But if we need to, like, hit you up, like, hey man, I need a drummer.
Hey, yeah. If you need a drummer for anything, yeah, just message me on Twitter or whatever.
Yeah, sure.
Sweet Jimmy BBQ.
I'm actually considering starting to do my songs live, and I might also need a drummer. So,
well, hey, I am here.
Yeah, because I don't know enough drummers that are, like, willing to, like, collaborate as much as, like, I want to do my music. So,
yeah, totally.
Yeah, thank you.
Absolutely.
I'm Santiago Ramones. You can find all my things on my website, santiagoramones.com, which includes the music that I've composed, not any of the songs with words that I've done, but you can find all my music. You can find this podcast, or you can subscribe to this podcast on iTunes. It's a bit deaf. And I always end the podcast with my 3 things. This is sort of my bit of advice, my religion, if you will, which is love never fails. It's going to be okay. I might be wrong. Bye.